Hey everybody, happy Friday evening. It is after 10 o'clock. That's crazy. This day has flown by. Hey, I wanted to check in here to share some things with you and invite you on a journey with me. Some of you know, some of you may not, that lions are a big deal to me. And several years ago, I read the book Chase the Lion by Mark Batterson. And that book so transformed me, so impacted me, that in my business, the name of our team is Team LionChaser's. And the whole premise of Mark Batterson's book is that you and I all have a 500-pound lion. It's based on Benaiah, one of David's mighty men. Scripture says on a snowy day, Benaiah came upon a lion and he chased the lion into a pit and killed the lion. And when I preached about that before, the commentary said that lion probably had been tormenting their village for quite a while. And as my good friend Kim says, Benaiah got to a point where he thought to himself, okay, enough is enough and too much is nasty. Like, I'm going to go take this lion out. And I often say, listen, I don't know what you would do if you came upon a lion. I would run. I don't know if I would run, but the temptation would be to run from the lion. But Benaiah ran toward the lion. Let's say I had the kahungas to run toward a lion. If that lion fell into a pit, I sure as heck don't know that I would jump into that pit along with the lion and kill the lion. But that's what Benaiah did. And that story has so impacted me. It's really been a marker, a monument in my life, and something I reflect back on over and over again. So much so, by the way, that when Miranda and I got married, I don't know if you can see, but my ring is actually the hair of a lion's mane. I got this at, I don't remember where I got it, but I remember when Miranda said, what kind of ring do you want? I Googled men's wedding ring lion, and that's the first ring that came up. Jared's maybe that's where we got it. Anyway, so it's just a big part of my life. I've got a whole apparel line for LionChaser's. And so all that to say, I share that information with my team quite often that, hey, you and I have a 500-pound lion. Well, today is Miranda's birthday. You may have seen that on Facebook. Happy 47th birthday to my beautiful bride. I don't find it coincidental that 180 days from today is my birthday, September 17th. And so I am starting today, a 180-day journey of transformation, a LionChaser's journey. And I'm going after one of the most tormenting lions, taunting lions of my life, and that is mediocrity. That is passivity. One of my favorite books is Wild at Heart by John Eldredge. And what he talks about is in the garden, that when the serpent was there with Eve, and Scripture says Adam was right there, and Adam did not intervene, did not interfere, did not interject himself between the serpent and Eve. And since that moment, passivity has been a curse on the heart of the masculine heart. As my boys were growing up, Robert Lewis, I believe is the author's name, wrote a book called Raising in a Modern Day Knight. And in there he says that a real man accepts responsibility, a real man rejects passivity, a real man leads courageously, and a real man leads toward or looks toward an eternal reward, something like that. And so I taught that to my boys, Matthew and Jonah. Matthew's 27, Jonah's 25 now, that a real man accepts responsibility and a real man rejects passivity. And you know what? Those things are great on paper, whether that be Wild at Heart, whether that be Raising a Modern Day Knight. But I have found in 49 years, almost 50, that actually living that out and rejecting passivity and being intentional is something altogether different. And listen, I understand the risk of putting myself out here, saying for the next 180 days, I'm going to show up raw, unfiltered. Some days I'm going to be jacked up and excited. Some days I'm going to be feeling defeated. I'm sure of it. But I want to show up for me. I want to show up for my marriage, for my wife. I want to show up for any man watching this in this moment live or watches it later. I want to challenge you. Are you finding that passivity is something that you just cannot get over? It's that lion that you've looked in the eyes of over and over and over again, and you've let passivity take over and you ran away. You have not confronted it. Not only have you not confronted it, you've not chased it. Not only have you not chased it, you have not taken it out. I want to encourage every man that watches this, that struggles with mediocrity, that struggles with passivity, that struggles showing up and being a man of his word, and or you know, the other thing I've lived, I've developed this mentality of good enough. Oh, it's, you know, I've made enough money this month. This is just enough. I've done enough. But you know, even God himself, one of his names is El Shaddai, the God that's more than enough. And I look at my life and go, Jeremy, why have you not chased more than enough? Why have you not chased abundance? Why have you not believed for bigger things? Why are you so stuck in your small thinking and not believing God for bigger things? Because I know that God did not create me just good enough. He created me with greatness. You know, the statement is that we're created for greatness, but we're conditioned for mediocrity. Folks, you are created for greatness. I am created for greatness. And I would just want to encourage you to join me in this journey for the next 180 days. Let's all be transformed together. Love you guys. Have a great night.